It feels like a fish.
You sure? Yeah, I saw it. It's fish.
Yeah, it's fish.
A largemouth bass here on Lake Eucha on that $16 crankbait. Now that guy, he appreciates
That's right.
an investment in fishing tackle.
That's it.
Well, folks, welcome to Fishing Hog Country. Pat and I are out this morning just fooling around. It's a fall day. There's a cold front right on top of us. And we're going to see if we can't catch the topwater fish first, and then probably go to flipping a jig a little later. We may do a little crappie fishing before the day's out. Y'all stay with us. We'll be back with Fishing Hog Country right after this.
You're watching the Fishing Hog Country television program.
Good? Yeah.
I feel like a good one.
A real good one?
Well,
Maybe a white bass.
no, it's I don't know what it is.
Well, he's going down behind the boat.
Yeah, I can't hardly handle him here. Running like a white bass. That's
It is
exactly
a white
what
bass.
It is. White bass.
Told you.
Here, you run trouble motor for a while. Ow!
We weren't really fishing for white bass, Pat.
Ow! Ow!
That may be what I had on a while ago, you know what? Pulling kind of like a white bass. Well, folks, we abandoned the buzzbait while you were at commercial break because they just weren't biting it. So now we're throwing spinnerbait crankbait.
Spinnerbait, crankbait. Wow. Thought it was a good one. It was a good one.
Pulled hard.
Anything that pulls hard is good.
There's one.
Did you find you one?
If he didn't come off, yeah, here he comes. Ain't very big.
Well, he pulls like he's a big old bad boy.
Probably white bass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big old white bass.
That's all right.
Hey, we'll take it.
Man, that's a good one, Pat.
That is a
Here,
good
get
one.
the troll motor.
I can do that.
Look at the size of that white bass. If you live in Oklahoma, this is a sand bass. In Arkansas, we call these white bass. Look how fat that thing is.
What's a big old sucker? Got him on the front hook too, didn't you?
You got him on the main hook on that Wurgle spinnerbait. If you're a white bass fisherman, that's a hog right there, boys and girls. You see where he's been sitting? Right on the bottom. Sitting right on the bottom. He's out of here. Right here on this windy old bank, huh?
Well, we were hoping for the black bass species out here, feeding on these shad that are blowing in here, but
And he doo-dooed right on my brand new boots.
oh no,
Can you
got them
believe
broke
that?
in.
And on the carpet, oh. Can't have that on TV. That's a problem with them white bass. So they'll do on you every time they have a chance.
Paybacks.
Catch fish? What kind of fish?
A little Kentucky.
On a finesse worm.
Actually, pretty nice little Kentucky.
Is it?
Anyway, feels nice. Easy there.
Wait, can you not land him?
Oh, I'll get him in here in a minute if he don't throw it. There we go.
That's a good Kentucky. Pretty good spotted bass.
Hit the old finesse worm. Well, let's see if he's got a big brother. All right, broke the ice.
Finally.
Got him a bass, largemouth.
Are you done? Obviously he is. The fat little old largemouth, isn't he? Gone to the finesse worms. That's what we've had to do, catch some little ones anyway today. We are on top of a cold front. The wind has changed directions and temperature's probably dropped 20 degrees this morning, hasn't it?
I imagine at least 20.
Fish with a small bait, that's what you gotta do. There'll be another good one in there somewhere, surely. Catching them on these little rods is a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm on old Mr. Big to eat this crankbait. There's a brush pile right there.
Somebody chasing.
What, did you catch him off that point?
Yeah.
By golly.
Where's he going?
Is he gonna whoop you?
He may.
Is he gonna whoop you?
I don't know if this is a bass.
Bound to be a bass.
Can't get him to come up. There he is. That's a white bass.
A white bass hit a finesse worm. Now, that's something you don't see every day.
No, you don't. I didn't hardly think that could be a largemouth the way he hit. And look at the size of that white.
I know.
mean, these whites over here are big uns now. Big old nice fish.
Hit a finesse bait.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to throw my crankbait back out there then. Doggone it.
Watermelon red. I like to get into the thick mess of them, you know what?
Oh yeah,
Catch one of them about every third cast.
I'd almost eat them.
Eat them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all right if you get that old red line out of them.
If there's whites in here, they'll hit this crankbait.
Now we've been seeing some fish on the graph, and I bet you that's what they are. Out here, about 12, 13 foot deep. We'll fish around up here to these flat rocks, and we'll turn around and go back and back off the bank.
How far out was he when he hit?
He's right on the bank. Right on the bank. I didn't think that was a bass. Boy, he just running like I'll get out. That's fun, 6-pound line.
Oh yeah. That's fun on 10-pound line.
Largemouth bass, hey boy. On a lipless crankbait. Might get a hold of him without one of us getting poked. told you that was a pretty good looking little baby.
Yep. First cast of fish. Done hexed the whole thing.
Yep, it's probably we can catch nothing else. It's always bad news to catch fish on the first cast anytime. Bad luck. Might as well put it back.
Yeah.
But I may try it for a while. I was really thinking I'd catch another big one of them big old white bass. What's that?
He hit it right in here by the boat too.
Yep, he was almost out here.
He'd been chasing it a while.
There's bite.
You tell him that, tell me that, huh? Go back.
Go back to retying. Go back to crankbait.
Back to crankbait. That's a good one. I saw him.
Right there?
Yep, right there. That was a good fish right there. Slow it down a little bit.
Somebody hit me.
I saw
There he
him
is.
turn on it.
That's a white bass.
That might have been what turned on mine too.
There's a, look how fast he's running. Man, he's doing 100 mile an hour in a circle.
Another big old white bass.
Another big one. Man, that's fun. You know what?
I like that same fish where he's at one of his relatives. Took a shot at me there a minute ago. He got a mouthful of treble hooks.
Yeah, he did. He's doing that deal about, oh, that hurts, that hurts. Ow, 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 ow. Got him in the top of the head, too.
Good fish.
Boy, they're fat. They're just big old fat things over here. And he's gone. Catching those white bass is fun. I tell you what, there just ain't nothing in this world more fun than catching a big fish, but them white bass, they pull hard.
Yeah, you just always wish that you get a black bass that pulls out hard, he's going to weigh 6 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, that may have been what hit you a while ago.
I saw him flash on it.
But there ought to be more than that, I hear.
Well, you'd think.
Usually them white bass run in packs. That's a stump. Something solid anyway. That'll be another white bass too.
Yep.
Down here in front of the brush.
Right out there on the old tree.
Let me give you this trolling motor a minute. Another fish. He's not quite as big as the last ones I caught. Not quite as big. It's still a good white bass. I got him hooked good. And there he goes.
Well, get you another one out of there. Maybe you found a school of them. I like these backlash into the wind.
You know, guys, sometimes you've got to really look for fish, and sometimes you don't have to. Now, here's your tip of the week, Pat. If you're fishing along and you see one of those, that's where the fish are.
That's where the fish are. Okay.
Man, he's boiling.
Yeah, he is. He finally came out there and tagged it. Well, he ain't wanting to come up.
Was he whipping you?
He's putting it on me pretty hard.
Oh, trade your places. That's a big one.
I can just get him in here. He's not hooked very good.
I ain't helping you.
I'm not going to reach down there either.
If it's a largemouth, help you. That's a good old
My gosh.
white bass there.
It got a mouthful of it too. That fish weighs 3 pounds. 2 pounds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 2-pound fish. A 2-pound white pulls like a 4-pound largemouth. You know what? They just do. They pull hard.
It's a good one.
They're on these flats, and you know, we're throwing these rattle traps on the flats, and we're throwing toward the bank. But when you're throwing a rattle trap and looking for white bass, don't be afraid, just turn around and throw out that way, because we caught them out that way, you know, just out toward the middle of the lake too today.
I thought I was hung up when I first hooked up on him. Thought I'd hit a tree stump.
Well, there's a guy fishing up there on the bank now. Wading out there fishing.
Where do you see that at?
Right there, see him? Skinny legs.
Yeah, there he is. I tried, yeah, I got him. I got him. I zeroed in on him. It just took me a minute.
He don't knock-kneed skinny legs, but he's wading out there fishing. There's a fish.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
He ain't as big as yours, unless he's coming at me here. There he goes. Look at him run. They get to the boat and they run around in circles. There he is. Come here. They're right back that way, Pat. Let me give you the trolling motor, because I think there's a little pocket back there between us and that flat. I think that's what we got to hit to get these fish to bite. Boy, they get hooked. They got that treble in the side of their mouth. When they get it in the corner of their mouth, it kind of lets you know that they hit it running wide open. You know, we've had several largemouth shows, but we were really wanting to come over and do something a little different. We've gotten to today. We've got to catch a lot of nice white bass. We're fishing Lake Eucha today. Lake Eucha is in Oklahoma, over in western Oklahoma, and
Eastern Oklahoma.
eastern Oklahoma, I'm sorry. It's west of us, west of
of
where
us.
we live, but it's not a great big lake. It's about 13 miles from one end to the other. It's a water supply lake for Tulsa, and it's a good place to fish. There's some big largemouth in here too, but boy, there's some nice white bass, and the crappie's good in here as well.
Just don't think we've had enough cold weather yet to turn the crappie on.
No, not yet.
We've had these 80-degree fall days, or winter days actually. Here we are, middle of November.
Well, you can see this lake is down. All the lakes in our part of the country, of the U.S., are down, and it's because we're behind on rain. And it's just low. Pat and I were on Lake of the Ozarks up in central Missouri last week, and it was low as well. Not as low as the lakes are here, but it was low. Somebody just missed.
I say he's a good one. He was way out there.
Well, we gonna get to see him?
Well, I think we're going to see him here in a minute. I'm trying. I don't
He's
think
under the boat, Pat.
he's not as big as that other one, but he's a pretty good fish.
Big old white bass.
Pretty good fish.
Well, Pat, we came out just to fool around today, and man, we had a big time catching
Oh, yeah.
white bass.
Yeah, it turned out to be a great day. Cold and windy. I got it. Thank
Get
you.
it?
Goodbye.
Cold and windy, right after the old cold front came through, but man, we had a ball catching white bass over here on Lake Eucha in eastern Oklahoma. Well, don't know where we're going to be next week, but we're going to be somewhere
We'll
catching
find a
some
place
fish.
where there's some fish biting and a lot of deep water.
All right, let's go home. Yeah, here we are, Fishing Hog Country television show. I'm catching fish. Pat will be as soon as he gets through spooling. If he'd had his stuff ready for what we got here.
I know. Hello. Oh, we're at Lake Eucha. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, stop it.
Okay. Okay, I will. Okay. I don't know how much longer we're gonna fish.
Dark.
Not too dark. Well, probably dark. Okay. I know. I'll be there in time.